You saw that right. The Overseer is a phenomenal war attacker already, but in this current meta, which I know will make its way around the various tiers, he is the best. I am positive of it. That being said, I've said that to some of my friends, and they have submitted videos. They will all be linked in the description. B McG, Sire, and Nah, all standing up for the champions they think are the best. Colossus, Hood, it's very, very good. But what I'd love is for you to watch this, go watch their videos, and then come back in the comments and let me know who is absolutely the best. Now, I really want to explain the attacker tactic to you all. It will make its way through the tiers. Some of you have maybe even already used it, but it's this debuff detox, meaning when we parry or things like that, we will get this cleanse charge. And if you get, I believe it is 6 of them, or 6, you'll actually become completely debuff immune. Overseer could take a lot of these fights anyways, but some of them are going to just blow your mind where you're like, wow, I did not realize he could also do that. Now we're going to start off with just a nice little opening, kind of get your attention here. Going up against this Sorcerer Supreme. Now we have 8 fights, and at the end, the one I'll show you is like, this is all Overseer. But we've got 8 fights here. We're going up against this unsteady ground. So you can see, right, we've already blocked. We have one of the passive cleanses there. So when she throws a special, and it would put the, I can't think of the term, right? But the unsteady ground debuff there that would cause us to glance, we will just completely get rid of it. We will cleanse it. We're going to make our way to, in case you're unfamiliar with how Overseer works, I do have some great videos on Overseer. I highly recommend you check them out in the playlist, but we'll talk about it here too. But we've now got our 3 cosmic charges. We've got 4. That's what kind of like, to me, it looks like a nuclear little thing. It's green in the upper left-hand corner. It's not even going to come into play. We're going to throw the special. When you have 3 or more, you go into cosmic mode. You obviously want more because it'll last longer and all that sort of thing. And that's how quickly we just got rid of 136,000 health while still playing around a node that was making us, in theory, glance. Now, we're going up here against this Mr. Negative. Often a tough fight, right? He can make you do reverse controls and things like that. You can see I'm nicely boosted here. I was a little uncertain about how exactly this is going to work, so I had the combat regen on. But you can see he's got the unsteady ground, meaning when he throws a special, he's going to be putting these glancing debuffs on me. Also, insult to injury. So for each debuff on the attacker, it's going to reduce our defensive ability accuracy. And a bigger one here, it says hazard shift, incinerate, or poison. Now, Overseer, which again, furthering my opinion on why he is the best, is also poison immune. When he's immune to something or causes something to nullify, he will also increase or get one of those cosmic mode charges. And you can see here, as soon as we start hitting in, it doesn't work with the cleanses because that's a cleanse. But now that, well, once the poison gets up, you'll see it happens. So the whole strategy here was to just do parry and heavy. The heavy is a single hit, so we will continue to have the cleanse charges. As you can see, no reverse controls, nothing like that to worry about. When we would getting poison, we are getting our cosmic charges, so we're already up to 3. I've filmed all of these over the course of 2.5 weeks here of the war season, so some of these are going to be a little more fresh in my mind than others. We did get the glancing, which is strange because we had the cleanse up, so I'm not sure what that's all about, but as you can see, I just waited it out. If you want, with Overseer, you can go to the SP3. It can be a really nice move because it's going to put this really big. Watch this. Watch how quickly Mr. Negative's health is about to disappear. I think I waited for him to get into the poison mode, so I didn't have to worry about the node. Looks like I decided not to. But we're going to land this. We're going to trigger cosmic mode because we have all those cosmic charges saved up. Gamma charges, I guess they're called. That hit pretty hard. We have that physical vulnerability debuff up, and look at this. You want to end in lights when you've got your cosmic mode. That's what that blue passive is. I'm not sure why I'm saying so passive, but I guess I am. That's fine. Better safe than sorry. Going in, you can see just the tremendous red numbers, all that damage we did, ending in lights, just combos. Never even had to throw another special. So he's taking hazard shift, not what you would normally think, or if you did, it only hitting when the poison node is up. He's also getting rid of things like reverse controls. Now, we're going up against this fight against Anti-venom. This can get very tricky, right? Because it's got the buffet over time, and then he, because of the node, can go unblockable with all of the healing. If you fought Anti-venom, you know he's going to be healing a lot. You also are wondering, like, hey, how are you going to be able to handle 190,000 health with all of that healing going on? Well, you're about to see it. You'll see all the tremendous damage you can do, and you're going to also see one other kind of very important piece of the puzzle here. All right, we edited a little bit of that out, and the fight is now starting. Now watch this. This is really cool, and I did not know this. This was I think talked to me about some of those guys over at SSX, which was cool. So you see, we're just blocking these hits, right? Because you can get those cleanse charges. And then remember we said, when you get 6 of them total, you actually go debuff immune. We got rid of that debuff that Anti-venom was putting on us, meaning we now don't have to worry about him going unblockable. We're getting some nice intercepts. That's obviously helping. Remember, 190,000 health. We thought there'd be a lot of this healing, but we don't have to worry about that now. He's got the willpower healing because we have the special concussion debuff on. We've already got up our 6 gamma charges, so I could throw my special 2 if I want to. I don't remember if I do. I do go ahead and throw the special 2. There we go. We've got cosmic mode on. He's got about, what, 90,000 health. Watch how quickly this will go away. You can see he got his Clintar debuff back up on us, which is why he is now healing. So we're having to deal with that a little bit. If I was paying a little bit more attention or concerned about it, I could have make myself go debuff immune. Let's see if I do. There we go. It is now gone. We don't need to worry about the healing anymore. We're still in our cosmic mode because we waited till we had the 6 gamma charges or what have you. Fight's done. Fight's over. 190,000 health gone. So getting rid of debuffs that are already being placed on you. Able to handle both sets of the debuffs from the hazard shift node. Tremendous damage. Let's see what else he can do. This is now the strike counter node against this Immortal Abomination. As you know, Immortal Abomination can be very, very tanky. 180,000 health. He's got the strike counter Fury, which I tend to play terribly. I do not like taking strike counter nodes at all. Masochism over time, right? This could be a real problem. He's going to be healing. All these terrible, terrible things. This is a very, very, very tough fight, right? Well, Overseer is poison immune, as we talked about. When he's immune to something or when he causes something to fail, it actually powers him up. This is one of my favorite abilities in the whole game, right? Overseer is one of the first ones that I felt like really came in, opened my eyes and all that. It's part of why I like Absorbing Man, Gallon, Hulkling, all these champions, right? So we've already got 3 of our cleanse charges up now. And you can see I have completely forgotten about Slash Decided, because right now I'm remembering, oh, I totally forgot about the Strike Counter Fury. So these Furies, you're going to see, are going to get up to, I think, about 20, and I want to show you how tanky Overseer is. So here we go. I'm aware that I wanted to do quite a bit of damage. I've decided to just completely forget about the Strike Counter Fury. I'm not going to worry about it, so I'm baiting these special ones. You could do the special 2, because that poison, again, gamma charges, right? Because you're poison immune, but it's fine. We're going to throw our special 3. It's going to land that physical vulnerability debuff on us. And there's going to be some melting. There's going to be some melting of Immortal Abomination here. We've got the glancing up, which is unfortunate. You know, if I had done a better job of managing my cleanse charges, it wouldn't have been a big deal, but it's still not a big deal. Look at this, 19 Fury charges. Look how little damage that did into our block, because Overseer is just that capable. Also, I am running the mastery that decreases the attack based on debuffs on the opponent. So I do want to be, you know, present a very clear picture. Should look into that. I think it's called Inequity. It's in the defensive tree. It's a great mastery. All right, now continuing on. We're taking on poison champions. We're taking on champions with huge health pools. We're taking on hazard shift nodes. We're not just taking on mystic champions. We're doing all kinds of things here, right? We're doing massive damage. We're showing big health pools. We're showing how many debuffs he can place on. Obviously, Overseer places some on himself, so that's adding to it. Now let's go into a Terrax. Let's take a Terrax. That makes sense, right? On a very difficult node. Power Snack. So when the attacker triggers a buff, it's immediately nullified. Well, Overseer is also nullify immune. 1 too many hits, fine. So we're basically just going to go in here. I'm gonna accept that I'm going to take a little bit of damage. I had never taken this fight specifically before. It's 200,000 health. I felt very confident in it. Let's see how it goes. So, also we've got that Power Sting that can be placed on you. You don't want to throw a special with Power Sting on, right? So we're going to get some of our cleanse charges going. You can see when we punish the heavy, my Overseer is 6200. That's a pretty nice retaliation damage, right? That's not nothing there when we're punishing the heavies and these sorts of things. As you can tell, I'm very excited about it. And like I said, I'm very confident he is the best attacker in this war meta. He's a phenomenal war attacker already. And this meta just makes him the most essential, the best, in my opinion. I'm excited to hear your thoughts on it. So really, I think I am going to go to the special 3. I clearly don't need to, as you can see by how much damage we've already done. Get a couple cleanse charges up. And you can see, yeah, I was waiting. I take a little hit. I'm in the corner. I just want to get out of the corner. think by now you're used to this. You know how this is going to go. We're going to put the physical vulnerability debuff on him. He's already at 60% health. That's the crazy thing. That's the wild thing about this. Is if you just saw him in cosmic mode after throwing special 3, you'd be like, this guy is the most broken champion in the game because of how much health he's just making go away like that. But keep in mind, we got Terrax to that point before we even threw a single special. This guy's hitting hard. He's getting those increases with those gamma charges or whatever they're called. Really cool. Let's look at some more where you're like, Overseer can do this? He can do this. All right, now we're going into a fight versus Havoc, and I know I saw when I saw it on my assignments, it was like, Overseer doesn't get an armor up. This is going to go very poorly. I've learned kind of how to fight Havoc without an armor up. I want to force him to his special 2s. But if anything goes wrong, if the AI doesn't cooperate, I'm going to start getting some of these plasmas. You got the special burst lockdown. So when the defender activates a special attack, the attacker is going to be afflicted with both a heal block and an armor break debuff. So I'm going to really try to do my best to block some hits. I'm going to repair Havoc, right? If I can go debuff immune or have those cleanses up, that's fine. But I was still very concerned about this. You can see I'm playing what I felt was very smart. I want to get a lot of cleanses going. So I'm even going debuff immune here. I've got another cleanse charge. I want to slowly work my way to a special 2. If I'm doing enough damage, I'll throw it. If not, I'll still do the special 3. I've talked about this in a lot of my videos, but you can see I am shortening my combo when Havoc is between 1 and 2 bars of power. I'm doing the 4 hits, ending in the light, and immediately holding block, hoping that I will tell his AI it's not safe to throw his special 1. I also started, this is what another thing I do want to point out, is it seems to be an unintuitive interaction between the attacker tactic and Havoc. When he is trying to place one of his plasma debuffs on me, you can see the plasma is detonating. It's reading it, I think, as a purify. It's odd. It has to do with Havoc's abilities. I guess they're not technically purified, so keep that in mind. It freaked me out in the fight, but I was like, I'm just gonna stay calm. I was seeing that I wasn't losing a ton of health, so I felt like everything was fine. As you've seen, you don't have to go to the special 3, but it's just been working out. I want to be ultra safe in these fights, and it is, again, landing that physical vulnerability debuff. The one thing I'll mention is you don't want to do that against a champion who's just going to shrug that debuff. You get no benefit from it. Why do it? Throw your special a little earlier, trigger the cosmic mode, and just watch this delicious, look at these numbers. These are from combos, people. These are from combos. We're going to throw the special 1 because we're in combo mode, because we're in cosmic mode. It will stun him. It just absolutely obliterate that Havoc. Now, I think I played a lot of these fights pretty well, and I had promised you there's going to be one that's just pure Overseer. We're going up against this ebb and flow knockdown, or ebb and flow intercept. This ebb and flow intercept, America Chavez with mighty charge and crumbling armor. So my special concussions and those sorts of things, right? Because he can start to reduce ability accuracy, start making things fail. It's not going to help me at all because there's going to be mighty charge. So every time she dashes forward, those debuffs are going to go away. I would love to tell you that I had this really well thought out plan here, but really what it was I was going to try to bait as many special 1s as possible. I do not want her getting to her special 2, and that I was going to trigger cosmic mode, intercept, or hopefully intercept and then throw my special to trigger cosmic mode and just beat her down. And if I needed to, stun with the SP1 to end the fight. So far, I feel like it's going pretty well as I mess the SP1 evade, but things are starting to not go my way. She's got 2 of her parallel dimensions up there. I think that's what they're called. I don't have the intercept. I land a nice intercept there. I throw this with I'm now at 5 charges, so I'm gonna have a pretty strong cosmic mode, but she's got to her SP2. I rely on my indestructible, and that's what I want to show you. He is a tanky boy. That is a lot of health. That should kill. That SP2 from America Chavez kills, I don't know, almost everybody, right? Even Scorpion can't block it because she's getting rid of the debuffs thanks to the node. And right here, I'm like, I'm just gonna have to have some faith in my Overseer. I want to land some intercepts. I'm still in cosmic mode, so if I can squeeze a little more damage out of it, that'd be fine. But as we talked about, he still can do some really nice damage outside of cosmic mode. I'm not feeling good about the fight at this point, right? I'm not gonna like it. I'm not feeling too strong. I want to bait the special 1. I don't want to face any more special 2s. I've already used my indestructible boost. Got a nice little intercept there. I'm going to throw my special one. As I said, you don't have to be in cosmic mode. There's still the nice stun, and he goes and he finishes it off. I didn't have to be in cosmic mode. Yes, the node helped me with the damage because I had landed the intercept, but that's why I'm talking about the best war attacker. He's a great, phenomenal quester. He's great in all kinds of content. He's a phenomenal war attacker as it is. But these nodes and the attacker tactic, in my opinion, make him by far the best. Let me know after you've seen mine. Go check out the other ones. Let me know. Overseer, the Hood, Colossus. I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you're having some fun with it. They're all phenomenal. The idea is to show off these phenomenal attackers that are getting even better with the global attacker tactic. But I will leave you with these thoughts. I don't feel bad about this at all. He's the best. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I hope you either learned something, were entertained, or even better, a little bit of both. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.